Hi everyone, it's Nevin Brenner with Remax All Points. I want to thank you for checking out my latest video of my educational series. Today we're going to talk about questions and information when getting your mortgage. One of our other installment videos, we talked about getting you prepared for the pre-approval process, and now we're actually talking about, today we're going to talk about what to ask and what to look out for during your mortgage process and qualifying for that mortgage. So again, I want to talk about something that was implemented some time ago within Canada, and that's the mortgage stress test. This is a question I often get from clients and from the public when I'm doing open houses or with previous clients or taking buyers out. They want to know about the stress test. So I want to quickly discuss that before we get into the questions to ask your mortgage professional. So what the mortgage stress test is the government has decided some time ago to ensure mortgage affordability within Canada. They want to avoid a mortgage housing or a debt crisis. And so with this, they put on a stress test. Now what this is, again, I'm not a mortgage broker. I just want to disclaimer that I'm a realtor. I can help you buy a house, but I can also help you find a mortgage professional. This is just simply information that I can provide to you through my almost 14 years of home selling experience that I want to make sure that you're aware of and that you have a lot of information walking into the process. And I can direct you and sit you down with the right mortgage professional that can actually fill in the majority of the blanks. But this is just information. So let's get started. The mortgage stress test. What that is again, like I said, ensuring affordability. The mortgage interest rate that you get isn't the rate that you qualify for. So the stress test is a mortgage qualification rate to ensure affordability. So for example, if your mortgage that you get is 3% on the mortgage, 3%, you have to qualify a higher rate to ensure that there is some flexibility within that mortgage payment. So in the event the rates rise, you still can afford it. So your mortgage professional will make sure of that, okay? Now the rate is typically, I believe, about 5.5%. Again, don't quote me, but that you have to qualify at that higher rate to ensure that if your mortgage is stressed, you can afford it and you won't default on it. So another thing too is mortgage insurance. So another thing that when you sit down with your mortgage professional, if you're putting down less than 20%, you will require to have mortgage insurance on it, default insurance. Two well-known companies that do offer that are CMHC, the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation, which is a Crown Corporation, or Genworth. Those two companies offer mortgage insurance. Your mortgage professional will help you navigate through that. That is in the event you default. There's some insurance protection for the lender. So let's get into it. You're sitting down with your mortgage professional. These are the questions that you need to ask or confirm, clarify and confirm with your mortgage professional. Number one, what is my interest rate? Make sure you clarify that. What is the term of my contract or my mortgage? So what that means is, if your term is 5 years, that is your interest rate locked in to that mortgage for 5 years. Okay, after that, the interest rate might be different. So on the 6th year, when you renegotiate your term, you could have a different interest rate. So for that term, you're going to have a certain number of certain interest rate. Your amortization period. Amortization period means if it's a 20-year amortization period, it should take you 20 years to pay off that mortgage. That's how long it will take you to pay off your mortgage. The fees that you have to pay to get your mortgage qualified for. Your payment options. So something I want you to ask your mortgage professional or clarify with them, what are my payment options? Can I do once a month? Can I do twice a month? And what does that look like? Another thing I'd like you to do is very important when you're sitting down, ask Mr. and Mrs. Mortgage Professional, what are ways that I can save on interest? and they will help you through that process, because interest, the less you pay, the better it is, of course. That's pretty self-explanatory. Another thing I'd like you to ask and make sure that you are well versed in is optional life or critical illness or employment insurance on your mortgage. So in the event you become disabled or critically ill, what does that look like for your mortgage and repayment? Are you protected? Is your home protected? Is your family protected? So make sure that you ask your mortgage professional and get that in place, okay? Options of prepayment or additional payments. And what are in the event you want to pay down your mortgage more at the end of the year, do I have a prepayment option to double up payments? That's very important, because again, the less interest you pay, the more you pay your principal down, the less interest you pay. And then what are my penalties? So if you decide to sell your property before the end of the term of your contract, what are my prepayment penalties, or what are my penalties? Make sure you're aware of that. Another thing I'd like you to really make sure that you sit down and discuss with your mortgage professional is whether your mortgage is portable. So what that means is, say you have a 5-year term on your mortgage and you sell it in year 3 and you want to buy another house. So instead of closing off that mortgage and requalifying for another mortgage, can you take it from the property you sold to the new home? Can you port it over? Make sure you clarify that with your mortgage professional, because it's a good thing to have in place, in this current time. And the last thing I'd like you to understand is if it's an open or a closed mortgage. Is my term variable, or is it a fixed interest rate? Those all come with different payments, monthly payments. So those are information that you need to arm yourself with for making the best decisions and choose the right mortgage that's for you. There's lots of great professionals out there. I can help you find one. I really want to make sure that you're prepared. There's no surprises, because when you're a child, surprises are fun and exciting, but as an adult, surprises typically cost money. So I want to make sure there's no surprises, that you're all educated and you know what you're doing. Be careful, make sure you read every term, every line on your contract, your mortgage contract, and your contract of purchase and sale that I can help you with, because I can help you find a home. Make sure you read everything. Don't skim through anything. Okay? So call me, email me. I can guide you through the process. I can help you find a mortgage professional. Let my experience go to work for you. I have almost 14 years in the real estate industry. I want to go to work for you. Okay? So I want to thank you for logging on to this video wherever you came from, whether it's my YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, or you logged on to the library on realestatenevin.ca. You can see the full list of educational videos on there. I want to thank you. Call me, 778-960-0699. Check my website out, realestatenevin.ca, or send me an email, info@realestatenevin.ca, with your questions. I look forward to helping you, and like I said, we can do this. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.